Everyone, stop what you're doing in Raid. You have to listen to this. This weekend, they are launching a few events, summoning events simultaneously. On Friday, they're planning to launch a 2x, as you would expect, for legendary champions from Sacred Shards. This event will be live for 72 hours. Okay, so that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, the normal. Simultaneously on Saturday, the second day, they're planning to launch a 10x event for Martial Lad. Okay, that's fine. He's a really good spirit nuker, and there are not that many spirit nukers apart from maybe, Rule or maybe Yannicka. But on Sunday, the final day, they're planning to launch a 10x event to summon Duchess from Sacred Shards. 2x with 10x on Duchess. After they just had a 10x on Duchess, not so long ago. That is insane. So let's have a review of these champions. First, I will go to Martial Lad. So I have him somewhere. Where is he? He is really good after his buff. So 103 base speed is not bad. 1454 base attack isn't high, but he hits super hard. Okay, so this ability here is a single hitter and hits pretty hard. If you have a look at this ability, 80% chance of stealing all buffs from the target before attacking. This is the key, right? So this is really good against softer, low resistance targets, such as the enemy debuffer, the enemy turn meter booster, or the enemy nuker. The multiplier on this is 6.6, which for a single target hit is not bad. Like if you think about Yannicka, if you think about some of the best nukers, their single target version is around 7. So 6.6 is not bad, okay? There's also a 20% chance to increase the buff debuff chance, so it's 100%. Places heal reduction, this is, it's okay, it doesn't really matter. This is a kill ability, right? So the heal reduction is not so important. Also places 15% continuous heals on this champion for 3 turns. Yeah, I think this is somewhat useful because his defense is so low, he's easy to die, right? But it's not something you want to count on too much. Damage increases by 50% against targets that have no buffs. This is the key, right? If you're attacking someone without buffs, this hits like a truck. Like 6.6 multiplier plus 50% is huge. And this has what? It has a 3-turn cooldown, so this will come around quite quickly. The second ability is this. Places a 30% increased speed, increased crit damage buff on all allies. This is really nice, right? And not redundant. You can always use increased speed and increased crit damage. Places True Fear and the Leech debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. This is super annoying. It needs to pass an accuracy check, but once it's placed on their lower resist targets, it's super annoying. And grants an extra turn. Right, so what you do is you do A2, True Fear everybody, Leech everybody, increase crit damage, and bam, you hit them with this. Super annoying. This has a 3-turn cooldown as well, so it's consistent A2, consistent A3. The A1 isn't bad at all, right? Attacks one enemy, heals this champion by 30% of the damage inflicted, will attack enemies under Leech debuff. So if you successfully put Leech on more targets, this becomes effectively an AoE, and it has a 3.9 attack multiplier, which is not bad at all. So Martial Lad is not really used in higher plat because I guess he just doesn't do enough AoE damage, and there are better single target damages. As a generally good gold 4 nuker, he's amazing. Now onto the main event, which is Duchess. Okay, Duchess, where are we today? Duchess is absolutely insane. Duchess is insane in all her aspects. If you look at her base stats, she has 22 almost 22.5k base HP. This is really high. I mean, if you think about the highest base HPs, apart from Skull Lord, which is an exceptional unit, most of the high ones are like 23k. So she is amongst the highest in base HP. It means you can build her super tanky. Okay, her defense 1.2, almost 1.3k is not bad at all. Not bad at all. I mean, if the top ones are like 1.5, 1.6k, maybe Valkyrie's 1.7 almost, but 1.3 is not bad at all. Now onto her abilities. Her aura is already amazing. Increase ally speed in all battles by 19%. So this is universal everywhere. Okay, her passive is one of the best. Decrease the damage taken by all allies from AoE attacks by 25%, 15 for bosses. This is an insane mitigator against, AoE nukers like Tronda, Folly, etc., etc. Revives all allies with 70% HP. Places Veil on all allies except this champion for 1 turn. Places 15% continuous heal on all allies for 2 turns. 4-turn cooldown. This is one of the best revives if you're not after turn meter. If you don't need them to have high turn meter, this is an excellent revive because it puts a Veil on them. Unless the enemy dispels Veil, right, they basically can't attack until you attack, which is perfect. Okay, and heals your champions. This is also one of the strongest abilities in the game. It has a 4-turn cooldown, which is places 50% increased attack and block debuffs on all allies for 2 turns, then places Perfect Veil on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. This is insane. There is only 1 or 2 other champions that do increased attack and block debuffs, for example Brogni. He does a shield as well, but Perfect Veil is insane. Perfect Veil not only has strong synergies to other champions such as Candrathon, such as Roxanne, many others, but also she does increase attack and block debuffs, which means that you're immune to crowd control effects such as from Torming, etc. And her base speed isn't that bad, 103, right? So there are some people that build her reasonably fast, but I wouldn't recommend her as a lead, because her base speed isn't like 113 or 115, and her aura isn't that fast, right? Her aura is 19% as opposed to 30%. Her A1 is one of the best A1s in my opinion. In my opinion, is a match for Siphi's A1 for different reasons. Attacks one enemy 2 times, double hitter, right? Then places a shield buff equal to 10% of this champion's max HP, because you can build a super high HP for 2 turns, not 1 turn, 2 turns, on this champion and the ally with the lowest HP. This is one of the best saves. If you're on like Scarab or if you're in Arena, this can really shield your weakest champion, and the shield on the weakest champion is huge because her base HP is so big, right? If I show you my build for her, you can build her to be super strong. Okay, so where am I? There she is. Okay, so here I've got her in resistance set as well as SP set. Okay, and I have her, if you look at her stats, around 88k HP. Ideally I want this to be closer to 95. 3.4k defense. This can be higher, but with defense down, I'm not so keen to build too much defense. Speed 223 just goes before my Candrathon. And then finally 520 resist with aura from Siphi will be 600. So she pairs really well with, for example, champions like Candrathon. This is my Candy. So currently he is about 6.8k attack, 297 crit damage. I can get him higher. I just want him faster in this particular build. If we look at Martial Lad, because he is also the focus on Saturday, I don't have him built very well here. He's not even maxed his gear out basically. But you can also build Martial Lad to be quite strong, and he hits pretty hard. One of the challenges with him, of course, is accuracy. Whether you build enough accuracy on him to against medium resistance champions, right? So some kind of medium resistance is quite popular right now, and I don't really use him that much. Masteries, you would go for Helm Smasher. Masteries for Duchess, you would go for Timely Intervention. Okay. So that's it. I think this is one of the best weekends ever. I cannot recall a weekend where you had 2x and then two 10x's for solo champions, not poisoned, okay? Not poisoned on top of the 2x. So it's 20x pure, right? So I am going to be putting Sacreds on Sunday because having a Duke Duchess is not a bad thing, I don't think, right? I'm not sure where I'm going to use it. Maybe I'll build a fast Duchess or a different Duchess, but Duke Duchess, I'm going to pull. And I hope you will. Save for Sunday is my advice. Save all your Sacreds for Sunday. Try to get level something 7, like 57, 67, 77, 87, 97, so that the Warriors pack for 5 Sacreds for really low cost comes up. So I've only got 14% left. I'm gonna do a lot of dungeons whilst the Savage Frenzy is on, and then I am just going to try to get to 97 before Sunday, which is super easy, and buy some Sacreds. Okay, good luck, over and out.